Good afternoon. I've just stopped off, just dragged myself up the A1 and the motorways on the way up to the northeast, and I've just been made a brew off a lovely lady called Margaret. So I'll just spin around the camera in a second and show you where they are. They're in a motorhome next to me. So stopped off at services, got about another 50 miles to go, and I'm going up to a scary place called the Harwood Forest, and it's been on my list to do for a while now, but I kept putting it off, and it's only because I had a bit of a bet with a guy at work, Steve. So I was told I'd give you a mention, and we had a bet, so toss a coin. So heads I go, tails I don't. So he won, so I'm on the way. So anyway, Harwood Forest is where I'm off to. Deep dark forest in the middle of nowhere, and anyway, I'll spin round just at the services, just show you the bike, and I'll show you a picture of Margaret, who just made me a nice cup of tea. You don't get better hospitality than that, do you? So the bike's all loaded up, so not much gear, keeping it minimal. I might not use a tent, we'll see, but the weather looks like it might rain, so who knows. There's not that many people about, but Margaret pops out from that camper van. Oh, it's a right drag up this A1. Thought I'd have a quick stop, get the old monster in. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get a bit tired after about 100 miles or so. Anyway, it's a bit, keeps clouding over a bit, keeps threatening rain, so I don't know. It's one of them days where it could rain or it might not. I got all the gear, so it's okay. So I'll just show you the view where I'm sat. Just in a field. Off the A1. A breeze getting up as well. Just saw a little entrance there, came in, turned round, and Bob's your uncle. A bit of a mare with these action cameras, I must admit. It's nice out there, old forestry. Wellington. So I'm on the way to Harwood Forest, and it says about what, 3.8 miles away. So it is supposed to be, what's the word I'm looking for, infamous forest. There's been a few videos done, shall we say, various people have strange noises in there, and you know, strange happenings and things, and so got to do a bit of investigation myself. Campbell. Sounds a bit foreign, doesn't it? So we'll see what we get up to, and I hope the weather's going to hold out, because there's some really threatening clouds up there. We'll see what develops. So we shall see. Right. So stay tuned. Which way are we going? Straight on. Straight on. See the road there through the trees, like a minor B road. So there's nothing nothing about really. It is, can't see it through the trees, like cottage wood I think it's. Anyway, a couple of hours yet till sundown, plenty of time to get organised, but there's a bike through there in the distance. I think what I might do is drape my poncho over it. You have a car coming I think, so I think I'll just get in quick. Just think I'm in black. If anyone catches a quick glimpse of me walking, I think it's something else. But yeah, it feels quite pleasant really. Apart from the flies buzzing about. At least it's not midges. So I'm going to get pitched up and away we go. folks. Yeah, I think it suits me. Right. Showing you my setup, folks. Speaking a bit low because there's a dog barking. I don't know whether it can hear me, but see that farm quite a way off. So I'll show you. What I've done is put my poncho over the bike just to hide its profile slightly. Doesn't look like a blue bike anymore, does it? So I'll just show you. It's getting dark already. What time are we on now? So it's going to be dark in a bit. I've got the DD tarp over the tent. I've got my new chair, which Yvonne bought me. So it's an OEX. Cooking gears there, ready to use in a minute. Now this looks like where we're in. I'll spin round. So that's looking out towards the road. So what I've done, I've borrowed Steve at Work's game camera. So this looks like, if you notice, a bit of a pathway, doesn't it really? But pathway for what? Deer, hopefully. Badger. A wild man of hardwood forest. Who knows? So the game cam, I'll switch it on later. There it is on the tree. So all ready to go. Got to be careful, not in front of branches to set it off, but quite a still night tonight, so let's see what it will pick up. Let's see how this chair holds, shall we? Cheers, folks. Quite a good little spot, this, really. So when I was putting everything up, there was lots of little black flies knocking about, the odd midge. So what I've made is some repellent. Yeah, so my own recipe, this. So what I'm going to do, just show you how I made it. Right, this is my idea on book spray, or for keeping the midges away. So what you need to get yourself first is like a little atomizer, they call it, a little spray. This is empty. This is when I'm away on holiday. So I'm working there with 120 millilitres. So I've got a measuring jug. The ingredients I've got is Dettol. Now that basically surface cleanser, careful this guys, because not to be ingested whatsoever, but it's safe to put on your skin. Well, with anything like this, if you're going to try it out, just do a bit of a tester first. So just put a little bit on your skin when you've mixed everything together, and you know, if your arm drops off or something like that, then you know not to use it again. So disclaimers on this one. So this is just my idea on midge spray. I have mixed a similar thing together, and it's better than DEET, because the last time I used a DEET product, this jungle spray, it melted my glasses, so I'm not using that again. I've also got some citronella, and I've also got some tea tree oil, some rosemary and thyme from my garden, a bit of garlic puree, and the old favourite, like the oil element, is the Avon Skin So Soft, which is pretty good on its own anyway. So let's make a start. I'm working with 120 millilitres, so I know my liquid element is going to be up to that amount. So the first thing I want in is, let's put some of this Dettol in. So if I work on about 60 mil, which is roughly about there, I'd say. And if I work on another 60 mil of Avon Skin So Soft, that gives me about 120. Put them to one side. I want a little bit touch this citronella. Now this is the main ingredient, which insects hate this stuff. So not too much of this. So a few drops of that in. Bit of tea tree oil. A few drops of that. Now that's the water based bit, and what I want to do, obviously herbs have oils in, so what I want to do, try and release them a little bit. So I use a mortise and pestle. Just literally release the oils. And in my little bottle, I want to just feed these into the bottle. So these will sit in the liquid. Let's get that in. Bit of this garlic puree. Bugs hate the smell of garlic as well. So you kind of got a slight oil element from your Avon Skin So Soft cleanser. Pour into your bottle. Try and get the garlic in. And give it a smell. You smell a balance of tea tree oil and citronella, then you're onto a winner. Just test that it does actually spray. Give it a shake. Let's try it on my arm. There you go. And that's no DEET, so it's not going to affect anything plastic or anything like that. You can smell it already. That will keep the little blighters at bay. So there you go. Stuff you probably got lying out. Yeah, I do realise you have to buy some little oils like this, but you could do without tea tree really, just an added ingredient. But citronella is one of the main things. But no DEET, nothing harmful in there. But just be careful, obviously that is not to be ingested in any way. So careful if you put it around your face. At the end of the day, Dettol, it's a surface cleanser, antibacterial. So there you go. So if I put that on, if I come up with a bit of a funny reaction, then you know I ain't going to use that. But I've used this mix before and it works. And where I'm going, anything forestry wise, midges, they love it. So if you can keep them away, you'll have a more pleasant time when you're out on your bike. So there you go, that's my midge repellent. Very clear night, I think. This is my view. So see if anything totters along that path tonight. Well, the camera will pick it up, won't it? I wonder what I use for power. I use what's called a pebble, and in a minute it's actually connected to the phone. See that little flashing blue light? So But yeah, it'll charge up 2 devices, cameras, phones, everything. Good bit of kit. I'm going to set this camera going now. So it's getting, well, it's dark, it's dropping, it's dusk. And animals do move around at dusk. So let's get it set, shall we? That is now on. There we go. It's on. You spotted me there. Hello. Right. As you can hear me, folks, not even cooked tea yet. Just setting up. Hear the noise. It sounded like footsteps. So, I've got it. I don't mind telling you, I'm pretty scared now. Them things you think, why the hell am I doing this? So if there's red lights on there, which there isn't. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? There's nothing. Oh. Look at that twig break. I've not even cooked any tea yet. I hope you're a dear. I really do. I don't care if the God, I knew this would be a scary one. Anyway, mine's running a while now. Okay, just getting a brew on. I'm using hexamine. Can't concentrate on what I'm doing because that noise I heard. Come on, Paul, get yourself a grip. I knew this would be a scary one. I'm thinking you how much. Anyway, right, Let's get this pan of water on. Some hot chocolate. Or total whiskey in my chocolate, I think. Just let that boil up. And what we're having. Concentrate on something else other than that noise. So we're having chicken, beans, spicy sauce, and beans, and then I'll chuck some rice in, I think. That's for me coffee in the morning. Definitely on guard with this. I can't believe how bloody dark it is in here. Just pitch black. Absolutely. See if we get to sleep tonight. Well, that boiled in no time. Good stuff then, Hexamine. Don't go everywhere. A piece of chicken going. Squeeze the beans on as well. Got some spicy sauce in there now. Yeah. Thanks, Red Hot Original. And a good load in there. So yeah, Mexican chili beans and oh, not put my rice in. You know what? Not that bothered about the rice really. I'm just gonna put the chicken in the beans. And have it that way, right? And eat it out the pan. Right. Right, so it's getting a bit hard to film now. So I'll see you in a bit when I'm in my tent. Right, so I'm all tucked up in my tent. Bit cosy really. Bit alarming that before. I know I said that a couple of, I don't know what it is about forest wild camps. Anyway, not to get anything else in my head in a minute, so I'm going to enjoy a good night's sleep. And I've not done much filming really because it got dark really quick. So it's amazing. Saw a fox as well, I think, a couple of eyes looking at me along that pathway. And that game cam, I don't know when it's going to work or not because you've got to get up pretty close for it to come on. We'll see what we get from it. So I'm going to bid you farewell. Hope I get some sleep. Sun up is about 6 o'clock. So it's about midnight now, so I'm going to see if we can get some kip. Right, I shall see you in the morning. Good old bacon, butter, cup of coffee, the usual malarkey, and we'll try and get the sun up. So I shall see you in the morning, hopefully. Well, good morning guys. Tell you what, I'm glad it's morning. Bit of a, I had a bit of a sleepless night really, probably had about an hour, bit tired, but oh, things moving about in the night, so I think it's deer or I saw eyes of that jump over there, like a, must be a fox, so obviously sniffing around, smell food and stuff like that, but bit of a sleepless night really, but so glad it's morning and I'm still alive, and that's what it's all about, folks. Sometimes you got to do stuff that, some training that kind of makes you feel alive, and it does, definitely. But the fear factor really kicked in last night. I kind of knew it would here anyway, so already that's probably going on in the old brain. So even before you do something, you're kind of thinking, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. So I want to get some breakfast on, and I'll catch you in a bit. That's a good midge deterrent if you, I think I showed this before, burn some pine needles. The smoke keeps them away. Not it's producing much smoke. It seems to work. I don't know why. Maybe they think it's on, forest is on fire or something. So just a note on that, you notice I'm using a little stove and the ground's wet, and you know, last thing I want to be doing is a fire in here. Even though the ground is wet, roots underneath will go up, so just a nice controlled flame basically. The old Hexy tablets again. Not me, the fire. We also use a lint, that'll be dryer, that goes up really well. Ketchup today, folks. And Steve, I've even got a bit of butter for my bread. I'll beat a bit of honey and black coffee. Lisa, mate. Bon appetit. A well-deserved breakfast. I've just seen a deer. Oh, I wish I had the camera facing that way. It stopped and looked at me and jumps over. Wow. Nature first thing in the morning. So that's what was moving, for definite, deer. So all these myths about the wild man of Harwood Forest, it's just deer in my opinion, and I think people just freak themselves out, including me. Deer and animals, that's all it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we're in nature, so we're in their environment, so you've got to respect that. Hence why when I pack up in a bit, it'll all be all tidy. Right, time's cracking on. You see there, it's 8 o'clock already. So, sorry watch up. I know you were expecting a little bit more of the range band features on it, doing the nav and everything, but that didn't quite work out. That I'll have to do it on another video. Probably a hiking one, I think. That's one of my next trips, a hiking video. Right guys, once again, thanks for watching, staying tuned, watching my efforts, it's muchly appreciated, it really is. Subscriber numbers are growing now, quite steadily, but I'm not in it for that really, I'm just in it to document life's adventures like this one, even if they can be a bit scary sometimes. But all the very best to you. Usual, please like, share, subscribe, big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell icon at the bottom for any future videos coming up, and you'll get a notification of that. But yeah, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to get packed up now. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.
Make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.